Okay, we on part 3. Now, I'm so tired. This is my second time recording this. Made a mistake and recorded it wrong. But anyway, so part 2, we're going to be talking about, this is page 4. Again, this is for educational purposes. This is a sample, right? I'm just trying to get you guys familiar with the verbiage and what to look for in your policy once you get it from your insurance agent. So right here on page 4 on the sample one, we have the insurance agreement. So right here, the agreement, it just lets you know that this is a legal contract that binds you and you, policyholder, that's what you are, the insured, that's what you are, and the insurance company, right? That's basically what this is. Let me move my head. All right. So that part right there, that's what that is. Okay? It's just giving you the verbiage about it. Okay? Then you have here agreements we make with you. We make the following agreements with you. Okay? All right. Then you got over here the coverage changes, which is very important. If there's any cancellation of your premium changes, and your coverage will be made using the rules, rates, and forms on file. If required for our use in the state, the rates in effect at the beginning of your current policy period will be used to calculate any changes in your premium. Okay, so they're letting you know about the coverage changes, things like that. Very important. Your policy transfer, which is very, very important. As a matter of fact, it says you may not transfer this policy to another person without written consent, right? All right, that's important. Let's bring it up here because this is the continued coverage after your death. Now, what you got to understand about this is I have many cases with this. So, for example, I had a claim where a lady, she put in a claim for a water claim, pipe burst. Now, give her, I couldn't continue on with her claim, whether I was going to deny it or approve it, only because she was the daughter of the policyholder. She's not on the policy. And so her mother had passed. Now, in order for me to continue forward with her claim, because her mother was the policyholder, her father had already passed, which they were married, her mother and father were married, then she explained to me that she was the executor on the trust. So what she would have to do, like I explained to her, you have to send the death certificate, also the trust information or the trust page deed with explaining that she is the executor. You have to send that over to your insurance agent. Even though she was paying the premium in the absence of her mother and her father, look at how in your legal document, it says policy transfer. You may not transfer this policy into another person without written consent, right? The written consent is you sending over the necessary documents so we know who is the new policy holder and who we're going to bill, right? Now, then you have the cancellation. Cancellation, your right to cancellation. Then it tells you your right, their right. Okay? So one of theirs is non-payment, right? Um, so then you come down here and it says if cancellation for non-payment of premium, we will give you at least 10-day notice. If cancellations for any other reason, we will give you at least 30-day notice. So let's just say, for instance, for example, you are caught with fraud, insurance fraud, putting in a false claim. At that point, they have the right to send you over a cancellation notice within 30 days. If you do not pay your premium, then they have 10 days, right? So you have to make sure that you're reading these contracts, even though it just looks like a whole bunch of mess. It's very important so that when you call or you're making claims and things like that, you know your rights, you know the insurance company's rights, okay? So that concludes the rest of part 3. I'm going to go over to part 4. Like, share, comment. Thanks, guys.